2 years ago, my wife encouraged me to start writing a blog about our lives. We were about to take a year off and just stay home, and I felt the need to document the coming months and to remember them. I had no idea why. I know now. Joey and I believed that God would give us a great story. Not just a great story to tell, but a great story to live. And He has. It's a story filled with incredible triumphs and life-threatening valleys. A great story is not just a happy story filled with only joy. That's not a story, not really. You must have low points to understand and appreciate the high points that you get to experience in life. I am a songwriter. I've spent my last 20 years writing what I believed were great stories. Lessons about life and death and about love. I wrote songs about magical love, but I never knew it was real. I never believed it existed. Not really. But it does. I'm here to tell you that it's possible to experience the kind of love you see in movies. All you have to do is give that kind of love first. And that is not an easy thing to do. I'm not talking about myself. I had gone through my life and never seen such a thing until I met Joey. But when she came into my life, I saw what love really looks like. It is patient. It is kind. It doesn't envy or boast. It isn't proud, doesn't dishonor others. It isn't self-seeking or easily angered, and it keeps no record of wrongdoings. Love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices in the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. Never. As the great screenwriting teacher Robert McKee says, to the end of the line. And Joey showed me that love every day, 1,000 times a day in a million little ways. And when you see that kind of love and you get to experience it, and you know you do not deserve it, something bigger than you takes over inside you and you start to give it. And it has been my honor to give back some of the love to Joey that she has given to me and to so many others. I am just an ordinary man that has been given extraordinary love by this woman, and I am forever changed by it. Joey didn't just learn the secret recipe for love, she sought it out. Not in others or self-help books or marriage conferences, but in our Lord. In His example, in His words. She got down on her knees and she asked Him to show her how to love her husband and stepchildren greatly. And when He told her how to do it, like He loves us, she did her best to do it to the end of the line. If you take nothing else from this life that she's lived, take that. Love. Love your husbands. Love your wives and your children. And love that neighbor that you cannot stand. If you want to feel that kind of love, you have to give it first. It will change you and everyone around you. I stood over her bedside many times and told her I would give her anything. I would give anything to take her place. That it should be me and not her. And she only looked into my eyes and smiled and wiped the tears from my cheeks and said, "But if it was you, there would be no one here to write about it. So I will live it and you will share it." And so she did, and I have. In her last days, I asked Joey if she worried about anything after she's gone, about us, or Indy, or anything. Again, she just tenderly smiled and said, "No, honey. God has given us a great story. And I have every reason to believe that He will continue doing the same." That is what you call faith, and a trust in something bigger than yourself. I do not claim to understand it. She did not understand it. She just did it. And it works. It is alive, and it was in her, and she passed it on to me, and I will do my best to pass it on to others. Can I have that jacket? I would like to thank this little town of Alexandria, Indiana, Joey's town, the place where her family settled generations ago, and when it came her time to take their place, it's the place where she took her first breath, and 40 years later, where she took her last. Thank you for loving her, for loving me. Thank you, Bill and Gloria, Mom and Dad, Jody, Julie, and Jesse. Thank you to everyone here and around the world who have followed our journey and have shed 1,000,000 tears and prayed 1,000 prayers for someone that you have never even met. Joey felt your love, and here in this moment, we feel it now. We will take it with us and walk on. Me, and our little Indiana, and Heidi, and Hopi, and all of Joey's family. Lastly, I want to thank my beautiful bride, Joey, for choosing me and giving me the greatest gift that I've ever had. Her love. She may have played basketball and volleyball in this gym. And I may be wearing her jacket. But what she lettered in was love. Thank you.